Good morning, everybody. Right, I thought I would do a quick video. It might be a long video, who knows, about let me just do that. My mic's pulling my top down a bit. Oh well, I can't help that. Just on cameras and cameras that I use for YouTube. Really only one that I will use for YouTube, which I think we probably will not start with them yet. We'll start with the Fuji ones. Right, so first Fuji camera that I ever bought. It's got a different, I'll put a different lens cap on it because it's got a yeah, oh no, it's not got a polarizer on it. Oh no, I've taken the little lens hood off. Oh dearie me, I wonder where I've put that. I'm gonna have to find that in a minute. XT30. This is not the XT32 because they're quite hard to find and there's not really much difference between the two. I don't know if this one's got any power in him. I don't even know if he's got a battery in. Yeah, he's got some power. So there we go. We've got a screen there. It doesn't rotate, only flips up, which is all you need for photography. So you can do this and that and have it at this and that angle. So this is primarily a photography camera. You could use it for video. It is very good at video. You will have to focus yourself because the autofocus isn't that great. It's okay, it's not fantastic, but has no steady shot at all. I wonder what battery life is left. Nearly full battery, and that's been sat there for a little while. So they're very good at holding their power. They're a bit fiddly to turn off and on with the little switch up there. I got this one in a cage because I just wanted to protect it a little bit. It takes absolutely phenomenal pictures. The picture modes that you can, or you can get, hang on, set up so it saves straight to my smartphone. The picture modes that you can set up and get with this are like nothing else. This is why people are buying Fuji, because of the film simulations and stuff that you can do with these. I don't use film simulations as in film grain and that sort of thing that much. I like my pictures to be nice and sharp, but then sometimes I will whack it into one of those film simulations that I've got saved just to get a slightly grainier picture. I know I've got a Lumix thingy on here, doesn't matter. That's off one of my other cameras that I don't use anymore. I do recommend, if you're doing photography, get yourself a Fuji. You will be pleasantly surprised with what one of these bad boys can do. It doesn't really matter what one you get. You'll get decent quality and outstanding photos from any of them, because they all, as far as I'm aware, even the early ones have the picture profile thing, so you can do your film simulations and you can save your own, and you can get tips online from people that share their film simulation setup, so you can just dial all that in on your camera, which is really cool. So favorite cameras, I might get rid of this one though because I don't really use it much anymore. It's nice and small, it's lovely, it is really small, the small lens on there. This is one of the most regarded lenses. The I can't remember what it is. I really can't remember what it is. It's a prime, it's a 35mm 1.4 aperture, and it's got a lovely aperture ring. That's what I like with Fujis. They have a dedicated aperture ring, but you'll see on the next Fuji in a minute it doesn't have that. That's just the lens though, because it's not a Fuji lens. But people love this lens. I don't mind it. I prefer something a bit closer, to be quite honest, a bit bigger. But it's absolutely fantastic. It's a lens that I got with this camera. I bought it second hand. The lens and the camera for 700 quid, I think it was. And the lens is probably worth quite a bit more than that by itself. So this, all in all, with Fuji prices going through the roof at the moment, still going through the roof. I can't believe it. When I bought this, they were quite high. This camera, setup lens and camera, probably about 1,500 quid. So really cool camera. So give me just a second. I'm going to pause you. I just wanted to go and get the actual proper lens hood thing because it makes it look more retro, and it does look really cool with this lens hood on. So that's the XT30 Mark 1, whatever you want to call them. So the next one is another Fuji, Oh no, that's not the Fuji. Sorry, they look very similar. So this is the XH1 with an 85mm prime on. Brilliant lens. It's really cheap as well. Excuse me. Really cheap lens for what it is, and it's long. It's huge as well. Look at it. Let's have a look down there. Hey. Yeah, it's a big old lens. This is a 1.8, I believe. 85 1.8, and you can update this firmware. I'm not sure, I haven't checked the firmware on this because it's got a little thing inside there that you can plug into a computer and update it all. This is my favourite camera, and this has run out of battery, but this does chew through batteries like you wouldn't believe. It does video, it does absolutely amazing video, and like I said before, I probably wouldn't use autofocus. I would use a manual focus and manually focus it yourself, and the quality of the video that comes out of this is absolutely fantastic. Plus, it also takes, which one is it? The V60, V90, S, God, I can't remember, 2 cards, so they look like that on the back, rather than, it's dual card slot as well, rather than the standard SD card. So there's your dual card slot in there. LED screen at the top, which is, that's how I can tell that it's run out of battery, because let me show you. Let me take the battery out of the XT30. They take the same batteries, it's just that there are more powerful ones than, oh, that's the wrong way around. So when you've got power, you get that at the top, if you can see that. I like it in the black because it just is easier to read. So let me just pop that battery back in the XT30, otherwise I'll get confused of which batteries are which. So this is my favourite camera for taking photos. Not really a sports photo taking camera, but like I say, with the Fujis, absolutely fantastic with taking photos. I can't find a cage for this. I'd like to have a cage. I've just got a few bits just stuck on the bottom, so I've got Arca Swiss mount and a bit for my strap. Really good camera. Really love Fuji cameras. So let me just pop that one back in there. Right, on to the Sonys. So this was my first Sony camera. Well, actually, tell a lie, it was just an A7. This is an A7S. Absolutely brilliant for video. Autofocus isn't quite there on this. This is an older one of the first ones. I've replaced the actual screen outside bit on this one because it, with Sony's, I don't know why they put some kind of coating on there that goes really funny, and there's nothing you can do with it once it goes funny. And this was like one of the last ones that screen protectory. It's not a protector, it's just a thing that goes on there that I could find on Amazon or really anywhere. And there's obviously, oh, I didn't show you that on the, this is basically the same as how the screen goes on the XT, no, oh, I can't remember, let's just get it back out again, the HX1. So with this, the screen can go that way, which is really good for taking photos like that, and also flip up. It's a bit harder to do with this stuff I've got on the bottom, so like that with the Sony. Right, so just wanted to show you that. Let me get you back over here with the Sony. Absolutely amazing video quality. So it does only shoot internally 1080, I can't remember, 200, it might be 100 megabits a second. You can output raw 4K through the micro USB HDMI. There's the ports in the side there. So I mean, it's got good video capabilities. You can input mics into it, you can output sound. Takes good pictures as well. This is a good hybrid camera because it's 12 megapixels. Pixels are slightly bigger, capture more light for your photos. Really good. So then we are on to, this is the one I use for YouTube when I use a camera for YouTube, because I mainly use what I'm using now, which is my Flip 5, because the video on it's absolutely fantastic. Is the ZVE10 with the kit lens. Obviously the lenses on the Sonys you can switch over. He has a flippy turny around screen. The autofocus is absolutely amazing. There's nothing wrong with the kit lens at all. If you're doing YouTube, that's what I use for it. If I want to take it out, I will put the lens that's on the A7S on here, because they're fully compatible, and you can take sports photos with it, because this has got a really high shutter speed, just like the Fuji, which I forgot to mention. I've got the grip for that as well, but I don't use it. So yeah, ZVE10, perfect. This is the Mark 1 one. This has actually got a mechanical shutter in it, unlike the new one, which I think is an oversight of Sony, but hey, this takes good photos as well. So I'm guessing the new one won't be good for photos, it'd just be good for video with just the electronic shutter. These should be pretty cheap now, I should think, if you wanted to get a one of these cameras for your YouTube. Does he turn on? Has he got any battery power? He does have battery power. I run all mine on NTSC because you get a better overall selection of video modes. I don't get any flickering with lights. There's no issues there. Let's turn it off. There we go. Yeah, great little camera. And my new camera, now this is really sort of wildlife, and that's not it. Sort of distance photography, moon photography, this, that, in the other, is the Sony RX10 Mark IV. Now, I don't think there's going to be a Mark V coming out, because I'm pretty sure that they have now discontinued the line of these cameras. This thing is a beast, no matter what people say, because it's only got a 1-inch sensor. It's absolutely amazing. The clarity of photos, it's not really very good for video. It's okay, you can shoot video on this. I wouldn't recommend it. I do love the lens cap, this pinch. It's so easy to use these, so you just go pinch, clip, done. It's brilliant, amazing camera. I've done some really good shots of the moon with this, no telescope needed, and you can still sort of pixel peep in and see how good the sharpness is, and you won't be disappointed. This is a really good camera, even for macro, and it's got some heft on it. It's pretty damn heavy. I'm really pleased with this. Photos mainly, that's what I've been using this for, just for ones that you take out when I don't want to take out the other cameras because they're a little bit too heavy. But I absolutely love and enjoy using this, and that is really it for my cameras. I do have a couple of others, but I don't ever use them, and they're quite old, so no one would be really interested in what they are. Simple to say, Fuji for photos, Sony for video, even though that Sony RX10 for photos, bridge camera, that's almost pro level grade. I mean, it's got so many settings on it. It's got all your inputs, outputs that you would want as well for video. See, same as what the ZVE and the A7 has. It's a phenomenal little camera. So yeah, that's what they are. That's my cameras that I use. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.